time that I saw a movie musical was The Wizard of Oz. And I remember my mom was in New York, and we had a very well-meaning nanny who said, "Your mom's going to be on TV, your mom's going to be on TV." And when the movie came on, I proceeded to get really upset because it's a scary film. I mean, it's with Margaret Hamilton as the Wicked Witch and all of the monkeys and all that. I mean, it was really frightening. So I do remember that I was very excited at first and then traumatized. And yeah, that was the first musical that I saw on film, and that's not on that list. And I mean, please, hello, okay, how many people saw You Were Lovelier or The Wizard of Oz? Maybe they couldn't get through that day. When they did the voting, maybe they just couldn't get through that The Wizard of Oz is not on that list. That's odd to me. Meet Me in St. Louis is probably one of my mom's. I love that movie. I do. It's one of my favorite of my mom's. And what I love about it is how beautiful she looked, and how I always wanted to live in that house, all right? And how it was just, everything was perfect. The clothes were just so beautiful, and that everything was just so, it jumped off the screen at you. And the songs that came out of it, and the Technicolor that was in it, and Vincent Minnelli's direction was really, really stunning. And Margaret O'Brien was just adorable, and everyone. And it's just a very, very feel-good movie. It's the one movie, though, that has the song Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas that I find really hard to watch. It really makes me sad because she's not here anymore. I can watch The Wizard of Oz and watch her sing Over the Rainbow, but Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is really tough for me. But it's the one movie that you just love all the family members, and you love the fear of the Halloween night and then the Christmas, and I just love how it all takes place in the seasons. I just think it's one of the greatest films of the American 20th century, and I'm so proud that my mom was in it. I have to tell you, I love Singing in the Rain. I was just with Debbie Reynolds at her house the other night, and she's my neighbor. And of course, I knew Gene Kelly as a child, and Singing in the Rain is, I think that when all of us are gone and we have a whole generation or two generations of kids coming up and they say, what did Gene Kelly do? I think Singing in the Rain is his Wizard of Oz. It's a classic, Singing in the Rain. And again, it's a classic. Gene Hagen. Was Gene Hagen fabulous? I can't stand him. I mean, she was, and nobody knew who she was, except if you say she was the blonde in Singing in the Rain. They all go, oh, yeah, but they didn't really know her name. And it was just, it's one of those movies that when it's on, you immediately stay on the channel. And let's just discuss Sid Charisse's green leg in that movie. When her leg comes out of this, it's phenomenal. One of the sexiest scenes of a dancer ever. Okay, the dance that she does with Gene Kelly in Singing in the Rain. Phenomenal. Really phenomenal.